Hi everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Zach D Productions here, and I am here going to be talking about two bands, and the two bands I'm going to be talking about are Slipknot and Red. Now, I think we all knew at this point that both bands were coming out with some new albums this year, but there has been some recent news regarding both bands. So let's first go ahead and talk about Slipknot. Now, Slipknot have announced their brand new album that will, of course, be coming out in August. Their new album will be called We Are Not Your Kind, which I think is not the most creative album title, but, you know, it is what it is. And they've also released a new single regarding, the new album, in promotion to the new album and things like that. And the new song is called Unsainted, which I think is actually a good song. It's not as heavy as I would have liked. I thought that we were promised that the new Slipknot album would be as heavy as Iowa. But who knows, maybe this is just like a commercial thing, like a mainstream thing, like they're going to be releasing like the more mainstream sounding songs as singles, while like the deep cuts are going to be like Iowa sounding tracks or something. And don't get me wrong, this new song isn't what I would consider a ballad or over the top mainstream or anything, because I would say that this song is actually like just as heavy as, the stuff from The Gray Chapter, which was their last album. And I do like Corey Taylor's clean vocals in this song, which I've never really been too fond of Corey's clean vocals, but to be honest with you, I think they're actually done very well here. And yeah, as for a score, I'd have to give the new Slipknot song probably somewhere in between an 8 and an 8.5. I do think it is a great song. So yeah, and it does give me some good hopes for their new album. Regardless if it doesn't sound like Iowa, I think either way it's going to be good, because Slipknot arguably have never released a bad album, and before I do pick up the new Slipknot album, I would like to collect the rest of their discography, because, well, I only have 3 of their albums right now, and yeah, there's only 2 more to go for me, so shouldn't be a too difficult task. But yeah, that's something I would like to do in the near future as well. Either way, I'm pretty excited for Slipknot's new album, and this is coming from someone who doesn't really regularly don't listen to Slipknot too much. But that might change. Who knows? But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about Red. Now, Red has finally announced something regarding their new album. They've announced that they will be releasing their first single in June, which I'm very excited for. They released a teaser trailer for it, which, the teaser trailer kind of gives me like this ambient kind of like suspenseful kind of eerie vibe to it. And that's something that Red has kind of been doing ever since the days of Beauty and Rage. Like I feel like ever since then, like they've been like using these themes of like this like eerie suspenseful like vibe, like these cinematic sequences or whatever. That's the vibe I got from the trailer, of course, and I'm sure a lot of people can agree with that. And I really hope to God that this new Red song, I just hope that they don't continue what they did with Gone, like add so much electronics and things like that, because, well, I prefer like the old school Red, End of Silence, Innocence and Instinct. That's the Red song that I prefer. Not that Gone was just an awful album in general. I just think, it's definitely not one of Red's best albums. Let's just say that. And yeah, I really do hope a return to the roots with the next Red album and, with the new single that they have coming out. There's not really much to say about it, but of course I will give you guys my take on it as I review the new Red song. And yeah, guys, it doesn't look like we'll get a new Red album in the fall this time, just like we did with Gone, which was their last album. If I were to guess a release time, I would guess maybe like August or September or something, which is sooner than when they released Gone, which I believe was like October, November of a couple years ago. But regardless, I've been a Red fan for years, and, I'm very excited to see what they do with this new single and the new album. So there you go, guys. That is some new music news I wanted to bring to you guys. I'm personally excited for both bands' new music, so let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and take care.